Darla from DearDarlaBakingChallenge, and this week's bread baking challenge is going to be some sandwich bread. It's basically just a template for you and you can make it anything you want, but I start with some liquid. Now today's recipe is going to be vegan, and that just means no milk and no butter in this recipe. So I start out with about a cup of almond milk and I add a 1/4 cup of lukewarm water. And I start that in my bowl. If you use regular milk, just make sure you scald it first. Next I add a couple tablespoons of coconut oil that I melted down. I add some sugar. You can use honey for this if you have it. Now the sugar and the oil is what makes the bread really soft and spongy, and that's what we're looking for in a good sandwich bread. How much yeast, dude? 2 1/4 teaspoons, just about what a regular package of yeast is. Daniel is teething, so he's going to be baking bread with me today because he's sad and he wants his mama. Right, dude? Yeah. Let's mix that up really quick. I'm fitted my machine with a dough hook attachment, and I'm not going to be nonchalant about this machine. Jordan got me this for my birthday, and I'm really excited. It's my little blue bumblebee. My other KitchenAid got really tired on me. It was my mom's. She had given it to me, and so I'm really excited that I finally have my very own. I love it. And check out this move. Boom. You can go up just like that. I'm excited. So our bread today is going to be just all-purpose flour. And we're going to do 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Again, we're bread bakers. This doesn't have to be super exact. And 3. And I always grab a little bit more and keep it in here, and I call this my finishing flour. So I use that little cup of flour for dusting my pan. I use it for adding it if my dough feels like it's really not as moist as I need, or if it's a little too wet. Hey, princess. You want some water? Guess what? I've got another one up from a nap. Here you go. There's some water. Uh-oh. And then I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup of oats. That really expands, so let's not add flour for a little bit. Let's see how our dough comes together. We're going to let this knead in the machine until it all clears from the sides. Oh, I'm going to salt it too. A pinch or 2 of salt. Once the dough starts pulling from the sides into a nice ball, then we'll be ready. So far I can see that it's a little bit wet, and so I'm going to take this finishing flour. You can see how it's pulling away from my bowl. I'm going to add a little bit more. More flour. This is what our dough looks like when it's all done mixing. I poured it out onto a floured surface and kneaded it a little bit more. And now I warmed a towel by wetting it and with some warm water. And now it's going to rest like this for 1 hour. So our dough rested for 1 hour and it doubled in size. And I punched it down, and now we're ready to shape our bread. I have a lightly floured surface, and I used to roll it out into like a circle. Hey buddy. And then I just realized that it was a lot of work and it didn't really work for me. It always ended up with a weird uneven dough. So this is what I do. I grease my pan and then I sprinkle it with a little bit of flour. The whole point is that you don't want lots of bubbles in your bread. You want the crumb to be quite small and tight so that you can spread awesome things on it, like butter and jam, right? Do you like butter and jam? What else do you like on toast?
Peanut butter and jam.
Peanut butter and jam. What about almond butter? Yum, I know. So
I like fresh milk.
You like fresh milk. That's my girl.
And almond.
And almond milk. So I kind of pack it in.
Can I have some too?
When it's done cooking. And I put this. You want mommy? Hey, you want to be in Divisio too? And I just push it all the way down. And I don't really want it to touch me, so it won't stick to my hands. And I just push it all the way down to the corners, and I make it as flat as possible on top.
I see a hand on there.
You do?
Yeah. Mommy, after it's cooking, Daniel can have some of my bread.
Really? That's so nice. I was thinking we could do breakfast for dinner tonight. Do you want to do that? With some eggies?
And toast.
And we could toast this for dinner. What do you think?
Good.
She thinks that's good. Okay, so I know, this is so weird. I just put it in like this. And I'm going to cover it again once more with our rag and keep it in a damp place until it's doubled in size. It's only going to be about half an hour this time until it gets like a big puff on it. Half an hour, 45 minutes, and I'm going to preheat my oven. And then there's one more step before we put it in to make it extra special, right?
Bigger.
It's bigger?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do now.
Wait.
Where are you going?
I'm going to do potty. But wait, don't make it yet.
Can I do just a couple things?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay, so our bread has doubled in size. I mean, you know, it puffed over the top. That's what I really look for. And now I've warmed up some honey in a little dish here. And this is what I do just to make it extra special. You could throw it in the oven right now and that would be fine. But I like to dust it with a little, or spread a little bit of honey on top and sprinkle it with oats. And the honey helps it to, helps the oats to stick. And so just be pretty gentle and generous because you'll find this, when this toasts up, this is the best part. And like I said, just sprinkle it with some oats. Okay, ready, Lila? I'm going to put some oats on here. So I probably warmed out 1 tablespoon. I'm done on this now, thank you. I probably warmed about 1 tablespoon.
Make something?
We are making something here. And probably about another tablespoon, just sprinkle, of oats on the top. This is really similar to my oat coconut bread on the blog, and I'll put a link to that on this page because it is so good I can hardly stand it. And that's just when I add a little bit of toasted coconut to the top, some coconut flavor into the bread. That's one of my favorites. Alright, I think we did it. What do you think, Vi? How's it look?
Good. Now I can roll it out.
We already rolled it out. Now we're going to put it in the oven to bake.
But I want to mix it.
We did. That's it.
No, I want to make it.
You did make it. You did really good. Okay? We're going to put it in the oven now for probably 30 minutes until it's fully baked and golden brown on top. These oats are going to actually toast. And I thought I had some salt around here. Just because I'm me. I saw that. Don't put that back on the bread. I'm going to sprinkle the top with just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of salt. Little pinch. Stop eating the honey. Goof.
You're a honey.
You're a honey. Alright, we're going to clean up and put this in the oven, and it should be
some,
ready in about half an hour, right?
I got more.
No, you can eat those. This is how our bread turned out, and I'm really happy about it. Lila, what do you think?
Really?
Really good. I just want to thank you guys so much for participating. I love seeing all your pictures. It makes my day every time I see somebody else post another picture of something they're baking. Really proud of you guys. You are awesome bakers. You're naturals. You probably didn't even need me to begin with, but let me know what you guys think. If you want to try another challenge later on, or what kind of things you'd be interested in trying or hearing recipes for, just let me know and I'll see what I can do for you. Thank you again. Make sure to tag your photos, the Dear Darla Baking Challenge. We're accepting entries through the evening of March 6th. I'm just really excited. This has been so much fun. So thank you again for your time and your efforts and your photography and your excitement. I love it all. We'll see you later. You say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.